Okay, hello YouTube. Hello people who are here during the recording of this. I want to talk about something. So, I haven't really seen anyone talk about this, but I got this tweet. I'm pretty sure this account doesn't like me. But I had tweeted and I was like live and watching Shane Dawson's new video on May 10th. So it's May 14th now whenever I'm filming this, right? And this person said, Star Swan, on Wednesday's episode of the H3 podcast, Ethan Klein said that you're the worst. He said that you got friendly with some gossip channels, you and Rich, unless he's including Def Noodles too, and then said he realized you guys are the worst, so he distanced himself. So, I'm pretty sure he's focusing on Rich, or maybe he's focusing on me. I don't know, I haven't watched the clip yet. And then we have this response. LMAO, Adam is so delusional. Stopped watching when he went on the Wendy Williams, which is very iconic, and acted like he knew Trisha personally. That was the joke, but sometimes, whew. Definition of parasocial relationship. So, clearly my biggest fans. I find this really interesting because what's the context? Like, I'm aware that Rich is on the screen, so this probably, focuses on Rich, and I find on the YouTube thing, I haven't watched this, but I thank God they do these little, timestamps. So it says Rich Lux hates Dan. So this person is obviously starting shit and being like, oh, Ethan's talking about you, or Ethan, whatever, right? But then I was like, why is Ethan talking about Rich? Like, this is not me saying I'm the biggest Rich Lux fan in the entire world, nor would Rich Lux say he's the biggest Adam McIntyre fan in the entire world, but I'm just confused as to where, like, the context is coming from. Like, this is the same person that, like, in the height of Def Noodles was, like, relying on Def Noodles for content, which is fine, because I was, too, but, like, I'm very interested to see what the switch-up is going to be, because I think that, obviously, from my memory, that, hi, Andrew, my amazing mod is here. I think this is, stemming from Rich calling Dan out for the gay thing. Remember the gay thing? Oh my god, it was so long ago now that I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was that they had a viewer on, and what was the context? They had a viewer on, and the chat were like saying that they were really uncomfortable with like the jokes Ethan was making, and Dan was telling the audience to like shut the fuck up and blah 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 blah. And I made a video on it. Like, I, spoke up about it. And I think if they're still... I mean, I haven't really watched the clip yet, so I'm not gonna say so far. But, like, if this is, like, a nasty thing against Rich, and that's the reason... Yeah, they were making... Dan was making fun of, like, the gay voice and stuff like this. We don't have to, like... I'm not saying it to keep reiterating the point, but if they're bringing it up, then I'm going to also bring it up. And, being just invasive with, like, a bottom, or making, like, bottom jokes, and being... just like these like straight men being like talking about like this gay man's sexual preferences whenever he was saying that it was making him uncomfortable, and then if the roles were reversed and people were doing that to like Ela, Ethan would be uncomfortable with that. This full conversation, right? And they always are being like, why do people bring it up? But here I'm seeing them possibly bring... Okay, we'll get into it, right? I'm just like, I don't really know what's going on. Okay.
Rich Lux, a friend of the show, actually took this as an opportunity to try to cancel Dan. Rich Lux,
Hold on. So what's the
for
context?
passing it around, being like, again, I don't care, but it's weird to me when there was people trying to present it like it's a real thing and then starting all this discord about it. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with OnlyFans. It's just she's not doing OnlyFans. And I said, yo, can you guys fucking remove this? What's wrong with you? And they go, okay, if you want us to remove it, you need Ela to send us a photo of her holding their, unless we're provided with the person holding a photo ID and a piece of paper.
Are they talking about deepfakes?
With their face clearly visible with the date. Bitch, she's not your monkey to dance. You allowed somebody to impersonate her on your fucking website. And it's not like Twitter. This is a website where people post nude photos. They have to be 18. Illegal. They have to have some... They have to verify their ID to make an account, right? OnlyFans? I mean, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy, right?
A good
Yeah,
point.
definitely.
How would they? I mean, I guess they just faked it, just faked in it, photoshopped a picture of an ID.
You
I
can
guess.
probably
So what did
change
Rich
the
do? Did
display
Rich talk
name.
about it or
I'm
something?
guessing.
Okay,
Um,
here we go. So again, no idea what is going on right now.
Rich Lux, a friend of the show, actually took this as an opportunity to try to cancel Dan. Rich Lux has been after Dan for some time. And at least somebody's backing me up that it wasn't my fault.
Yeah. Shout out.
You know, nice to have at least somebody in my corner. Rich Lux. Unfortunately, it's Rich Lux. Another reason Dan from H3 needs.
I mean, listen, unfortunately it's Rich Lux. Didn't you absolutely lap up Rich Lux for like weeks on your show? Maybe even months? Does Ethan still follow me? Because in the clip that I saw on Twitter, it was him saying that, like, oh my goodness, it was him saying that he's so.
He complains about deepfakes, yet when it affected someone else he found it hilarious.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What was that? Who was that person called? Cupcake or something like that? No. What was that person called? I'm trying to find. What was I looking for? Oh, Ethan followed me. Ethan Klein. Okay, Ethan still follows me. QT. Yes. Okay, so Ethan still follows me. But, like, wasn't Rich, like, a big point? QT Cinderella, yeah. Wasn't Rich, like, a big point in, like, H3 for, like, weeks, if not months? The same way that Dennis was? You know, the same way that, you know, like, all these, like, it just kind of. Okay.
To be fired. Not to mention he blocked me after I donated 100 in chat. I vaguely remember that. What happened?
I think it was during the Ace Fest fallout, right? We were talking about how he got kicked out of the event, and I think that he wanted to talk about it, but when it was sent in chat, Dan said it on the show when it happened. He was like, I just banned him.
I remember you banned him, but I don't remember why.
There was
be
more
honest, I
to it.
don't
He was
really
trying to
remember
cancel
either.
Dan for some fucking bullshit.
Oh, shut the fuck up, AB. Shut the fuck up, AB. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Cringe. So, basically, here we go again with them bringing up the gay thing, and not us. And not us. But them and their subreddit and whatever will harp on that it's us bringing it up. It's us who can't let it go. Look at this! And then it's so funny as well that, like, Olivia, who I absolutely adore, I really, really, really like Olivia. I really like her, and, you know, I'll occasionally message back and forth with her on Instagram. Hi. Hi. I do like Olivia. But, like, just, like, the retelling of, like, the reason they blocked Rich Lux. So, Rich Lux, during the Ace Fest, got kicked out and came onto the H3 stream when they were talking about it and was like, I'm here, like, I can talk about what happened. And Dan blocks him for no reason. He literally just said for no reason. And then goes, oh, I just blocked Rich. And Ethan was like, no way, did you really do that? Like, didn't believe him. And Dan was like, yeah. And then here's Dan being like, what's the reason? I don't have a reason, but of course AB has a reason, and is gonna, you know, bring up the gay thing. But it's also really funny that, like, Dan is gonna be like, you know, Rich Lux is on my ass for no reason. You're just admitting that for no reason you were, like, blocking him from the show. Like, not blocking him from your social media, you blocked him from the H3 show. But go on, AB, come on.
Oh, he was
Maybe he
saying
was
that you were
already-
being
message.
homophobic for some total bullshit.
Thank you, AB, for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Because of some inflection you did on your voice. Remember? That's where all this beef originated.
Wait, yeah, maybe it didn't have anything to do with Ace Fest, actually. It's that I'm a raging homophobe.
Homophobe.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. He's been coming for Dan for a while.
Is that Olivia being like, really? Because, Olivia, we had conversations about this drama whenever it happened. Girl, you know I love you, but, like, this situation is just pissing me off. Like, I cannot stress enough how much I like Olivia. Like, I really, really, really like Olivia. She's 100% my favorite person on the team. She's really, really, really funny. We have, like, a lot, you know, in common. I really, really, really like her. I really do. But, girl, we talked about this event privately in the moment. So, like...
So Dan abandoned. Thanks for the money, idiot. Last summer, I guess he
Marie,
hasn't.
thank you for subscribing again.
Got me.
3 months. Thank you, babe.
Dan ruined the show for me. What are we gonna do without Rich Lux? Listen, Rich. if I gotta pick between you and Dan, you know I gotta stand with my boy. Even though you got my back, I'd pick Dan 95 times out of 10, depending on the tea of the week.
Right. If I pissed you off that week or something.
5% means everything.
I pick you 100% of the time. 100 out of 100. Can't wait. He says, can't wait till he leaves. I'll be throwing a party. Bro, you should be embarrassed to say that. It's not that serious.
With a moon bounce and pizza and a Trisha Paytas impersonator.
Yeah, so I was just kidding that it was...
Will there be balloon animals too? Maybe a little flower that squirts water? He does dress like a clown.
Oh!
No, I mean literally. I'm not like...
What, you mean, because, like, what do you mean by that?
Like he wears
he's doubling
clown
up.
makeup all the time, doesn't he?
Well, he probably wouldn't put it that way, but...
Clown comedian.
But I think...
Clown. I don't know.
But Dan is...
Clown.
I mean, you can say whatever you want about it.
The chat lapping this up is so confusing to me because I do think H3 are funny, but this is so unfunny. Like... And this isn't me defending Rich, this isn't whatever, this is just, like, not funny. But alright, okay.
The guy. But yeah, I was just kidding Rich about it being Dan's fault. So.
The comments were all pro Dan. Everyone, W Dan.
I stopped watching them.
So, yeah, stale. So what, AB saying that the comments were all positive towards Dan during the gay thing? Now we're just lying. Like, now we're literally just lying. Now we're just lying. Someone said, I mean, Reach Lux is a clown, though. But this really, like, this conversation is just, like... This annoys me deeper than anything that doesn't have to do with, like, Rich or anything like that. This is just them, like, rewriting history, and for some reason, bringing up something that we get accused of bringing up, that their fans say that we bring up all the time, but we don't. They do. Like, it's so hypocritical, and it's also just lying. Like, this is literally just lying, what AB just said. The comments were all W Dan during that time. Alright, AB. Alright, AB. Pink Anxiety, thank you so much for gifting a sub to... Oh my god, Honey Kittens! Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, let's get back to this.
Them a while ago. What happened now? Well, Lanya Lumpkin, Dan is literally the only reason the show is alive. Okay, hold on, Lauren. More replies. Do I dare? Love Dan. Have I missed something? You need to... Dan's contribution to Ethan 6 are undeniable. Oh, here we go. He has a critical role in keeping Ethan on track and helping him avoid significant controversy. Dude, it's yeah. I appreciate your supporting Dan, but it's really just not that serious. So shout out to our Luxy boy. And Dan says you have clown makeup, Rich. Which, to be fair...
What would you describe that as?
I was going to say, to be fair, I do see where you're coming from with
Right.
that. Now, I wouldn't describe it like that.
I mean, he's talking about throwing a party with a bouncy castle and balloon animals and shit. I mean,
Right.
I think he
Right.
might...
So,
This is so... like... Oh my god, it's just not funny.
seltzer water out of the
Satisfying.
flower.
Yeah, exactly.
Just Yas makeup. It looks awesome.
It's Yaz.
Yes.
Yaz the clown.
It's serving makeup.
Serving what? Animal balloons? Sorry.
Whew.
I'm just backing up Dan. I gotta do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
To be
Which
honest,
is exactly what you did during the gay thing. So you're literally just proving again. Like, oh my... Are they not seeing this? Clearly their chat isn't.
I liked Rich Lux, and then he went rogue or something. I don't remember what happened.
I like Rich Lux, and then he went rogue. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Again, I don't watch Rich Lux's videos, nor do I really talk to Rich Lux. But it just is so funny to me that, from my knowledge, I may be wrong. It's not that deep, right? Like, if he called you out, it's not that deep. Clearly, you're saying this isn't that deep, but the way you're talking about it makes it seem like it's very deep. And then, also, from my knowledge, again, I'm not the most up-to-date on my Rich Lux encyclopedia, the path point they keep referring to is that incident with the gay drama in which Rich called Ethan out. Now, I also called Ethan out, and I would argue that my video was a lot harsher. However, I didn't necessarily call for Dan to be fired, and I can understand why Ethan, wants to defend his friend and blah, 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 but it just comes across as, like, really, really, really weird. Hold on. Rich Lux Dan. Yeah, I mean, they've literally made, like, highlights out of, like, banning Rich Lux and stuff like that. Dan the Hater bans Rich Lux without any mercy.
Uh-oh, Rich Lux is in the chat.
They flew away.
He says, I'm shook. Can't believe it. They did not let me in. I guess he didn't see the first part of this.
Well, guess what?
Hey, Rich. And welcome to the show,
Yeah,
buddy.
don't rewind, buddy.
Because they were making fun of Rich right before this.
Not about to get kicked out of another thing. Oh, oops.
Did you ban him?
No.
Wait, did you ban him, Dan?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't do that, would you?
I would never.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, I banned him.
Oh my God, Dan!
Oh,
The goat!
oh man.
Dan, that's too. Happened. I was
Sorry, so what I was gonna say was, I wonder if I could find my video on it. We all made videos on that, and I think here we go. There we go, from me. I think for them to, like, sit around, and I'm literally just talking about, like, the isolated incident of the gay drama, I think it's so fucking interesting, and I don't mean to be so fucking woke about it. Trust me, I don't. But I think it's so interesting that going off the rails for Rich Lux, a man within the LGBTQ plus community, to talk about straight men making a person within said community uncomfortable, Rich being upset and talking about it, and yeah, was extreme, said he wanted Dan fired. I didn't say that in my video, but, like, whatever, it's, like, not... And then you being like, that's whenever he went off the rails, and that's when he did that, and, how? And also, it literally just goes to show that you're only gonna like any of us if we're licking your ass. Or kissing your ass, or, like, sucking your ass, or all these different things. And I guess that makes sense now looking back on, like, DMs and stuff from, like, summer, and, with different, people within the H3, universe. But, like, it's just... You just proved that unless every single time you get into shit, that we or anybody, defends you beyond belief, that you will turn on them like that. Like what you did with Rich. I mean, how, quickly you dropped Dennis. All these different things. I mean, it just comes across as so, like, lame. I always appreciated in watching the H3... Okay, I really fucked up spelling Ethan Klein here. I always appreciated when watching H3 the different angles, the different conversations, the different whatever. But I'm now just seeing that that's not what they want. weren't you making tons of videos of Dennis at the time? Yeah, because I hated Dennis. I hated Dennis for a long time before anyone else started to hate Dennis. I hated Dennis before a lot of people started hating Dennis, that I lost thousands of subscribers for talking shit about Dennis. That is not the same.
I was a fan for a minute, and I was like, what was his thing? He used to say, he's got that saying that he always says, and I tweeted at him once.
So you'd want Ethan to back him then? No, but it's just going to show how transactional it is. They didn't not like Dennis until Dennis stopped being up their ass. They had no problem with Dennis up until that point, including the shit he was doing.
Yeah, what was it?
I mean, keep in mind, Dennis literally sued Keemstar just, what do you call it? Keemstar literally, got sued by Dennis just because Dennis wanted Ethan to, you know, like him more. And that was how, it was so weird, that relationship between them as well. Like,
whatever. Shut up, Rich. The house, yeah. The house, girl.
Beats down the house.
Yeah, but
You shouted saying reach Lux.
Reach Lux, yeah. Well, there it is. Congratulations to Rich Lux. See, okay, now, I don't know what you call this, but I will say, if you can just add a clown nose, and it does that much work, then you might have a point. Right? Is that all you changed, Cam? Is the clown nose?
That's it.
Holy
Clown.
smokes.
Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show.
Yeah, I got kind of friendly with all these Goss channels, and then I realized that they're just kind of all the worst.
I mean, with the amount that he relied on them for content, more so Dennis than anybody, I mean, there was a time when you were creating the exact same content as any of the T channels, so I don't really think that's a valid point. Right? Isn't that what your entire relationship with Trisha Paytas relied on? Tea and drama? Publicly? Like...
And then I was like, eesh, I better distance myself. I'm like,
On the dip.
Yeah. But okay, the house, do your thing, girl.
Still appreciate that dono, though. Thank you so much for your support.
Mm-hmm. Well, he can watch, he just can't chat.
Yeah. He just has to shut the fuck up.
Like, he can watch right
Yeah,
now.
no problem. Open invitation. Anytime.
I mean, chatting is a privilege. People saying I'm fine as fuck. One person said that.
Let's amplify that.
One.
Alright. Well, that just came across as like... Sorry, Cyrus is just like staring into my eyes. Just comes across as embarrassing. I'm not here to defend Rich Lux. Trust me. But that's... And I think the point as well of like being over the T channels and the drama and stuff like that, it's like, you can be over it now, that's 100% fine. But like, don't rewrite history, don't, whatever, because you really did rely on, the drama channel community for a very long time. For a very long time. I mean, that's why he befriended all of us during the time of him fighting with Trisha, so that we would all be on his side. I mean, that's what we all talk about behind the scenes now. I mean, the timeline adds up. So, like, don't act like that was, don't act like that was you being holier than holy, whatever. It was a very, very, very transactional relationship. It was very, very, very transactional with Dennis, with me, with Rich, with, whoever. Was that any other ones? I don't know. It was very transactional. So, what now? Well. Anyways. That really annoyed me. God, I can't remember this video. You're actually in the community. Alright, hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having the best day ever. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. My Garfield, that was my old bed sheets as well. Anyway, what's our opinion on that, guys? What are we thinking of that? Let me know. Not loving that. Actually, not loving that. Okay. Just being salty. Yeah, it just comes across as super embarrassing. Sorry. Phone died and just came back on. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I don't know if I even want to bother watching this. Do I? Or do I move on to the next thing?
Instead of...
So wait, they said that the comments were all pro Dan. So let's... This pissed me off. Perfect example of allies speaking over the grip they're supposed to be helping. They're being so aggressive about this. The H3 crew don't understand that you can say something homophobic and not be homophobic. Dan yelling at people. Yeah, AB, the chat are looking incredibly on Dan's side right now. You're right, AB. Thank you for making this video and speaking up. Dan's behavior is ridiculous. Dan is alienating all of their LGBT fans, and Ethan is enabling him. Thank you for speaking up about this. Dan's behavior and lack of accountability from H3 has been very frustrating. No, AB, you're right. You're right, AB. You're right. It was the chat were 100% W Dan, and everyone saying you did a great job. Yeah, Dan, these comments are 100% on your side. AB, you were so right. Yep, AB, the comments are definitely looking how you said they were.